Oh. Wow. Why did it not show up? Button. Oh. Okay. What? Wait, what? I'm being bullied online, and I do not deserve it. Oh, sure you don't deserve it. I'm not. I was gonna say Arya's a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Who am I to judge? But I was really confused. I was gonna say I don't know about this. Damn. Oh my god, it's Mio. What a surprise. It's crazy. Mio live on a Sunday. What's next? A Tuesday? Oh. He'd be one of the first to know. Hey. You are a tsundere, degen. But chat, we are in. What is that? What is that line? Oh, I guess I goofed. What the fuck? No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Alright, chat. Well. What better way? Well, I need to rename this folder to left cry, which is what I'm gonna be doing. YouTube chat and the other chat I mod popped down on the CRT. I love that. So I'm off tomorrow. I have a canned margarita. About half of it left. I'm just chilling, sipping on it. And shit! I forgot to message you back. I am so sorry. But greetings. I guess we're just gonna get into the thick of it. I found a playlist of YouTube videos, and we're just gonna go. I was thinking about pulling them up as well on the screen, but I feel like that might just be a wee bit too much. Oh, I know why those lines exist. It's because I did a clipping layer to make a quote-unquote bodysuit, so Twitch doesn't ban me. Yeah. So I guess we're just gonna go cock dick ballin' in on a playlist, starting with the band. Well, the first one in the playlist is how to rig expressive, not espresso, expressive eyes. All right, 40 minutes. Okay.
Hello. Welcome back to my.
Actually, here's what I'll do. In case anyone. I don't know if this is the video or the playlist itself, but in case anyone wants to know what I am referencing while I attempt. Espresso Eye sounds like a good concept for a VTuber running a cafe theme. I have good ideas, just not when I need to have good ideas. But chat, if I can learn how to do this, I will have infinite outfits. Infinite outfits. That would be great. And that way I don't have to bother my artist. I hope she's doing okay. I haven't talked to her in a hot midget, so I hope she's hanging up. Hey, hanging around. A good idea in this economy. Lots of good ideas, not enough time or resources to complete them. Infinite outfits, but no outfits. No bitches. Yeah, this one is set up really well. I purchased this off of Etsy. And I am building... If I open... Let me... Oh! Wait, there's no boobies showing! Let me turn on the outfit. So the first one, the first concept I know it's really small because I have this on my main monitor today instead of my tablet. So please bear with me. on the tiny screen. So this is the cat maid concept that I was working on. I've made it a little bit simpler because if I'm gonna do this myself, I need to be basic, because guess what? I can always add to it. The sky's the limit if I can figure this out. So we have that one, and then we have this one as like a 2.0 of the 2.0, so to speak. It's really hard to see, but there's like the metal still and stuff here. Trying to keep a lot of the same concepts from me, like the necklace, the earrings. Although I think what I did is I had the earrings, one's still square and the other one has the bird sitting on it, so it's like it could fly back and forth, like the funny haha two-part earrings. You just now realized. So it's similar hairstyle. Bodysuit, it's gonna have the metal still. The model number is still gonna be on the arm. And it's gonna have a little skirt over top, like a see-through skirt, and then the crow tail, the feather tail. And then we're still keeping the same. Oh, my grippers are out. We're still gonna have like the same like booty. I guess this isn't the most updated one, or unless I turn the layer off. It's still gonna have like the boots. Gotta add the plug back on. But yeah, the overall concept is staying the same. Just a little brush up to match the art styles. Cause like, on one hand, I want to be like Iron Mouse with like all of our different models from different artists and stuff like that. But I also like a consistent look. So I'm also taking this opportunity to maybe like brighten up some of the color palette, like make the purple just a little bit more in your face purple as like opposed to a more muted. But that's probably the biggest change. But like the outfit is more or less the same. That way, it's still Mio. It's just more consistent to match with outfits. I hope you guys like it, and I hope we can figure this out, because if I can get like this down onto like a template or something, then it'll be a lot easier just to go back and do the other parts. It's Mio. I like Mio. I like outfits, but paying someone else is too expensive. So,
YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for the support on the last video. I didn't expect so many people to see it, honestly. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the series. I'm actually really excited to make more.
You can't use a template for VTubers, you'll get canceled. Oh no! Anyway. White Claw's out. No, it's canned margarita. Lord forbid I take matters into my own hands. It's not that I don't like this model, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to bother the artist for the foreseeable future. So it's like, nuts. She wants to focus on like regular illustration anyway, so. That being said, if I do this all myself, there will probably be less features on it. Like, I don't know if I am brave enough to figure out the TTS like pet. Maybe. I don't know, but we'll see. I don't know if Brush Up Mio will have as many features. Bozo, I'm gonna kill you with the fucking rock in Minecraft. Boy, I'll kill you too! But anyhow, no, I'm not. Silly goose. I don't know where to put this. Maybe I should, you know, let me get my tablet back out and use that for the thing so I can. Oh god, I'm pulling my monitor closer to me. I don't want chat to be closer. That's weird. That's my Windows key. That way maybe I can put the YouTube video on my tablet and I could just watch it that way. So I can like actually see it. Or I guess I could put chat down there. I guess OBS can go down there today. Goodbye, OBS! To the void that you go! Holy moly, the scaling! We're gonna put that there. We're gonna grab the rest of my web browsing. Move this here. Why wouldn't you? I don't know. Some of you guys are weird. Alright, awesome.
This specific video is just an intro to Live2D and its tools. I'll be thoroughly going over how I rig more expressive eyes. But this video got a lot longer than I expected, so I cut a lot out and I put up little sticky notes on the screen for more information instead. I try to make it as beginner friendly as I could, so I do use a lot more simple terminology so those that are new can understand a little better. This guide is made more for you to follow along with me while you start rigging yourself because that's how I personally learn better, so hopefully it works for you too. I'm also in no way a professional or know everything about Live2D, so if you have any tips,
you know more than I do already.
Feel free to leave them in the comments. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them and I'll try my best to answer. I do use the Pro version of Live2D. When you first get it, you should have a free trial of the Pro version.
I do.
After the free trial, you use the free version, which is pretty limited. You can still rig a good chunk of your model. I'll have some tips throughout my videos of how you can use the free version more effectively. But if you can rig your model within a month, you can also just pay 14 USD to use the Pro version for a month. I pay around 90 bucks a year, unfortunately, but it is worth it for me. I also mumble a lot, so I'm putting captions on this video. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so here we are in Live2D Cubism Editor. Not the viewer, we use that after. Your setup might look a little different from mine.
Move these tabs around. What is it, the part? I'll try to do it like she has it. Maybe that'll help. So she put part there, tool details, deformer, log, and project are all on this. Uh-oh. That should go in there, okay. Full details. She has the inspector above this. We're gonna try this. We're gonna try it her way.
So first we're gonna put in our
and
PSD.
Parameters are down here, okay.
So you go up to File, press Open, and then try to find your folder wherever you put your PSD in. And then just import that into Live2D. This is gonna ask what resolution you want to view your art in. They usually recommend half. If your laptop or computer can't handle too much, half is good. I'm gonna do full scale so it's easier to see everything. Okay, so importing
I didn't get asked that.
We see everything load in, and it might look a mess. Especially if you have a lot of clipping layers like me. When you import something to Live2D, it doesn't automatically clip everything yet. So we have to...
Let me grab this file and put it in the same folder. This folder. There's that. I'm gonna copy that. Do I have a, yes, this folder. So we're gonna slap that bitch in there. Okay, they're in the same folder. Man, does this ever look complex. I know. Hello, Shador! Imono-chan! Okay.
To manually clip them. So let's do that first, just to clean up everything so it looks better. So you can click on the face. You might have something blocking your face. If you hover over something, it'll tell you what you're selecting. For example, I want to get this hair one right here, but if my hoge was a little too big and I couldn't find a right place to find it under my cursor, you can right click on it and then go to object at cursor and it'll show you everything that's under where you just clicked. And then I can click my face. And then under the part sections is where your PSD layers are. So it's formatted like your PSD. So I'm gonna put all my face shadows on first. So I'm selecting my face skin and then I'm gonna collect the ID and I'm gonna control copy it. And then my blush and everything that goes onto that, I'm gonna select that all. Go to clipping ID, paste in the ID of my face skin, press enter.
Okay. So wait, what was that? I didn't catch that at all.
clipping ID, PSD. So I'm gonna put all my face shadows on first. So I'm selecting my face skin, and I'm gonna collect the ID, and I'm gonna control copy it, and then
The ID and copy it.
my blush and everything that goes.
ID and then paste. Oh! Okay. Cool. Alright.
Onto that, I'm gonna select that all. Go to clipping ID, paste in the ID
That
of
was
my
so
face skin, press enter, and
Hey,
it will clip onto
get
my
out
face
of my
skin. Now you
sandwich.
just do that for everything else you have clipped, like the eyes and shadows and
Hey,
such.
that's huge though. I don't have much clipping because it's just a
Okay, once you have everything clipped,
naked model.
you're gonna want to save your file.
Save.
So you can hit Control S to save, or just go to File and click Save or Save As. I'm gonna click Save As. Then I would suggest making a new folder that has your PSD and your .cmo3 file. That's the file Live2D uses to edit everything, and just put them all into that one folder. I have one here already, so I'm just gonna
Okay.
save over it.
Progress. Yippee! I learned how to
And that'll
clip.
pop up, and you can just close that. Make sure you're pressing Control S throughout your entire process. You
Okay.
don't want to lose any progress just in case something happens. Next, we're going to organize our parameters so it's a lot easier to look through them all. Your parameters are under your parameter tab.
Okay.
These are all the default ones that Live2D has, and they're already tied to the parameters connected to VTube Studio, so we don't need to change them too much. How I usually like to organize them is I make a folder, and then I will name it after the group of parameters I'm putting into it. For example, this one's going to be the angles. I'm going to select angle X. And
Okay. Angles. Why can I not, like... Why does that not all... like, populate? Like, why is it just one big bar? What is this? How am I supposed to read it? Oh.
then shift click, put all of these in here. And then to make it easier for when I'm searching through the parameters, I make a new parameter. And I will name this something a little flashy. I put brackets, I put a bunch of dashes. Then I'll do the same name that I did for the folder. Press OK, and then it adds a new parameter. I'll put that at the top of these. This just makes it a lot easier for when
I
you're
don't need
viewing
that, I don't
your
think.
parameters
Stop
in a
bonking
different
me.
format. You'll see it later, but trust me, it's awesome. So you can do that for all of these, and then once you're done, I like to right click on the folder,
Don't
and set
F
group
me.
color, and I like to make them all rainbow.
Eh.
Pretend I put these all into folders. However, you can skip this step if you already have a preset set of parameters made. This is
Kind
something
of
I'll
learn.
go over near the end of the rigging. But usually once you're done rigging, you'll have a ton of other parameters and other physics settings that you've already made. And you can actually export them all to put into other models, so you don't have to remake those parameters or physics settings again. You can ignore this part right now if you don't have any.
I don't
but you
have
can go
any.
up to modeling here, and then hover over bulk setting of model parameters. Now you can export your current settings right now if you want. These will keep all of your folders and keep all of your labels.
I don't know what I should name the other folders. If it's just like, oh, put them in folders. Well, what should I name the other ones? Angles, eyes?
Overwrite that
Maybe?
export if you'd like. But I'm gonna import my presets that I've already made. I'm gonna delete all my existing ones. Now here's my parameters preset. I'm gonna open that.
Browser.
And then, voila. All of my parameter presets are now and I have a lot more. So don't feel overwhelmed about this right now. I'll go through it as we rig. Now I'm just gonna quickly color everything because it doesn't actually save the colors.
Oh, I'm not shift clicking.
Okay. I'll just do a quick view of mine.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so all I have is eyes, brows. I'll just do them like the default for now. Mouth. I guess cheek can go into mouth. Shoulder. Body. Okay. Hair? That looks good. That looks like a start to me if I've ever seen one. Like, okay. Nice. Alright, now what?
So this is how all my angles organized. I actually have my angles and my body angles in here.
And your body
You'll
angles.
see why they're called inputs later. But I just close that. And then once we have our parameters all organized, we're gonna organize
What?
all of our layers.
When are we gonna get to the good part?
In Live2D. We're gonna go over to the deformer tab. Now it's laid out in the same order as everything's layered on your folders and the parts, but there's no folders.
Yeah.
This is where we put all of our warps and deformers that make everything move.
Okay.
Usually I like to start by organizing all of these into their own sections, so it's a lot easier and it's a lot more organized. You're gonna want to be organized in Live2D, trust me. However, this process will be really hard if you're using the free version because you have a limited amount of warps. So if you're using the free version, you can ignore this for now. If you're not and you have unlimited warps, this is what we're gonna do.
Got
I go all the way top to my very first layer, scroll all the way down to the very bottom layer, hold down shift, select my very last layer, and then we're gonna go up to here to the create a warp deformer. Click it. You're gonna create a warp deformer. You can ignore all of this. We're just worried about the name. And I like to call this entire body because it's the entire body. Now you just create that, and I'll put this into a warp folder basically. Open that and close that. And everything in this warp folder, if you have it selected, you can move. But since everything's in this folder, I can move like
Good night, Shadow.
And then if something wasn't in the folder, I wouldn't be able to move it. For example, if I took out like all of my hair,
Love you too.
and then I grab that warp deformer and move everything.
If you aren't organizing the
hair
quote
does
good
not
part,
move.
it's not gonna be good anyway. This is gonna be
So I'm
terrible.
just gonna do that for everything.
Or I'm gonna
in
be a
this
Live2D
entire
god.
body deformer. Another easy way to do it is if you click.
I'm
and
either gonna be a
drag
god,
and grab everything on the face,
or it's gonna be
like that. It will
pissing,
select
shitting, and crying the entire time like it was the
everything
first time.
that
Because the first time I did it, I
you
kind of
just
just went in and
put
raw dogged it, and
However,
it's
it
probably
does pick
why
up
I gave up.
things you wouldn't want. For example, it picks up the entire body warp. I'm going to hold down Control and select that to deselect it. And then it will also pick up parts that are not part of the head. For example, the body, the neck, and the neck shadow.
Oh, are we? Wait, I missed that part.
And now I have just where. And then if something wasn't in the folder, I wouldn't be able to move it. For example, if I took out like all of my hair.
Are they talking
and
about?
then I
Is she just saying
grab
doing it
that
by
warp
like
deformer
body part?
and move everything, the hair does not move. So I'm just gonna do that for everything in this entire body deformer. Another easy way to do it is if you click and drag and then grab everything on the face, like that, it will select everything that you just put over that box. However, it does pick up things you wouldn't want. For example, it picks up the entire body warp. I'm going to hold down Control and select that to deselect it. And then it will also pick up parts that are not part of the head. For example, the body, the neck, and the neck shadow.
Should I pick up?
And now I have just the head. I'm gonna put a warp deformer on that and just call it head.
Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna select everything. I know what that is. So those are. I probably should. No. I should probably add the blush and like all the expressions and stuff too. I think those are. I think that's the body lining. I probably want all of this stuff too. I don't want the boobs though, or the upper arms, or the body, like she said. Okay.
Now I'm basically just gonna do the same. For example, it picks up the entire body warp.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
going to hold down Control
Deselect
that
it.
to deselect it. And then it will also pick up parts that are not part of the head.
Oh
For example,
god.
the body, the neck, and the neck shadow.
Oh god, chat. What
And
am I
now
doing?
I have just the head. I'm gonna put a warp deformer on that and just call it head.
So we're gonna put a warp deformer on that and call it head. Let's go! I'm getting head!
Now I'm basically just gonna do the same thing I did for my layers here. I separate everything into different folders. Like my ears are in a different folder, my hair is in a different folder.
Learning,
my
I'm
eyes are in a
learning.
different folder. I'm just gonna copy those onto my warps here.
Okay, so expressions. Okay, so. Oh, you know what those are? Those are the clothes that I don't actually have on. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn those off because I'm not gonna use those since I made the bodysuit. Could not be me. I am entering a world of pain and suffering known as Live2D rigging. Lovely. So I don't need the clothes folder. Can I just like turn that off? Head and body. Is that literally all I have are those two since I don't really have clothes? Yeah. So should I just like do a head and a body one? Since that's about all I have.
Here, I'm gonna speed up the process a little bit. Okay.
Head, hips, torso, neck, legs, and arms. Perfect. So boob and body. Boob, body, destination part, boobs. Click these, make this legs, and then we'll condense these. And learning this may be pain and suffering, but you will command a black magic that is in high demand. Yeah, but Lord knows I don't know how to price myself, so I would never be... I'd be pain and suffering. And then... arms. Create. Okay, so they have... She has head, hips. I'm not really worrying about hips. Unless, I mean, that's what legs, I guess. I mean... I don't know, we'll just start here.
Okay, I'm finished. Here's an overview of my warps. We have the entire body, and under the entire body, we have the head, hips.
I also don't have
torso,
like the parameters for some of this stuff set up yet,
legs,
so...
and arms. And then under the head, I have hair, mouth, brows, eyes, the face, and my ears.
Oh, so I should like... These are... Oh, man. I don't know how I should do this. I guess I'll just make a new one and name it... Why is that? Expressions? Sure. Ears. Okay. Face. I wish I could hit enter to create. That's kind of annoying. Is that... Yeah, okay, so that's... Mouth. Okay. Face, ears. Does she have a nose? Okay, well, I will just make one for nose. Okay, okay. I keep hitting enter and it doesn't get any better. And then all of these are eyes. Okay. Eyes. Close that. Hair and eyebrows, since the eyebrows are linked on this right now. Okay.
You can separate these even further. I will later. And then save everything.
Save.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we have
Saved.
everything set up to rig, everything nice and organized and clean. So let's get to learning how to rig. We are gonna start with the eyes. I always teach people how to do eyes first because I think it's a good overview of how to use most of the tools. So we're gonna zoom on the face here, and then in your parts sections, you can click on this arrow to close all the folders.
Oh, that's
you might
beautiful.
have to click it a couple times, but then you can open up your folders and then find your front hair, and let's hide that with the eye icon so we can see the eyes better, just in case your eyes are covered or whatever. And then we're going to zoom in on just one of the eyes. What we're going to do is rig this entire eye, and then we're going to copy it and flip it over to the other eye so it's symmetrical. If your eyes are both completely super different in both shape and form and just everything, that won't work for you. But if your eyes are just the same, even if you have different iris colors or whatnot, as long as everything else outside the pupil is the same, it will be pretty easy to just flip it over, and then you'll have two eyes rigged, super symmetrical, super easy, taking the time of rigging just one eye. So go over to wherever you put your eyes in, and first I like to separate my left and right eye.
So R-I. Close that. No. Close this. Then no, not that. And then we make left eye. Okay. They are separated.
Putting both eyes into their own folder also helps with the reflection process. But let's focus on one eye now. Either one works. Whichever you're more comfortable looking at. I always do this eye. And they're also going to open up the eye parameter folder. Mine might look overwhelming right now, but we'll go through the basics first and I'll show you my other additional parameters that you can add in yourself. So right now, we're looking at the left eye of the model. A good rule of thumb is, if you're looking at the model and it's on your right side, it's the opposite side for the model. This is why I like to name my layers with arrows instead of left or right, because it gets confusing. So first we're gonna rig the eye opening. Just a simple eye opening and closing. You might notice that my default dot is in the middle of my line, while yours might be at one end.
Yeah.
This is because if you right click and click edit parameter, my ranges are different. Your maximum is probably just 1. I changed mine to a maximum of 2. You don't have to if you don't want to. Basically, the 0 means your eye is closed. 1, the default, is when your eye is just open. And then for 2, or you can put 1.5, that's when your eyes are open, like you're surprised, you're shocked. Just adds more expression into the eye. So you can change the maximum to 2 or 1.5, as a lot of people like to do. Just press OK, and then your dot should turn to the middle.
in the middle!
And it tells you right here that it's at 1. If we go over here, it's at 0. If we go here, it's at 2. So before we can rig any of these to open and close, we need to add art mesh onto it. Select your art. Any layer will do, and you can click on the auto mesher, and the automatic mesh generator should pop up.
What button was that? Oh man.
Before we can rig any of these to open and close, we need to add art mesh onto it. Select your art, any layer will do, and you can click on the auto mesher, and the automatic mesh generator should pop up. And you should have 3 presets: standard, little, and heavy. Usually I'd go with standard, so if you just click on it, it will make a little mesh. There'll be white dots everywhere, and if you've seen other rigging videos, they get pretty complex. But for my first little wash through of meshes, I select the top, hold down shift, select everything in this one eye, auto mesh it, put everything in standard. And then we'll get a bunch of white dots. Then I'll go back to my top lash, and we'll just get the dots of the top lash. But we're gonna rig the main lash part first. So usually the eye is pretty detailed. We're deforming a lot of things, making a lot of the art move in complex ways. So we want our art mesh to be a lot more complex. You can simply just do the auto mesher again and do a heavy deformation. You also add a lot more white dots closely compacted together. Your auto meshing might be a little off if your art is not a good resolution. But we can also manually add mesh if yours isn't working or if you don't like the look of this. The more you rig, the better you'll understand
control
how
save.
meshes work and how you'll want your own mesh to look.
Hi,
So you can
Saints.
go
Yes, I
to
do.
the manual mesh editor, click on that, and then it'll solo out your piece of art. You can grab your eraser tool, and you can also hold down B and then click and drag left to make it smaller, and drag over to the right to make it bigger.
I'm pretty
And
happy
then we're
with
just
this
gonna
mesh,
erase
I think.
all of those little dots.
I think I'm just gonna watch
Then we're
this,
gonna
though.
select this plus button one to add points. And usually I like to keep them pretty close. We're just gonna add a ring around the entire thing. And then close it off. And you see all these blue
On
lines.
vacation
But
and
we're
can't
gonna
get on
want
Twitch.
another
Hopefully,
line in
chat's
here.
being alright.
If you have a tablet of some kind, it's great to use this.
Let's do that real quick and then we'll
When
continue.
you're adding mesh manually. And then we can go over here to auto connect and it will turn all those blue lines into the red line. So it becomes actual mesh.
Oh.
And then you can edit the points as you like. Like over here, it's a little too close. And I don't like these parts right here where I have my little lashes poking out. So I'm gonna take the minus pointer tool just to pinpoint which lines I don't want.
I'm leaving
And then
this
add
as
my pointer
is.
tool back in and put
I'm
in the
suffering,
dots where I
Saints.
do
I'm
want them.
suffering
And I'll
here.
connect and fixed it. If you have art that's outside of the mesh, it will not appear on the model. Which is great if you accidentally have something like a little dot on your layer somewhere. When you auto mesh it, you'll see it somewhere. And then you can just erase it. And then once you press the check button, that little piece that you might have accidentally wiped on your canvas will be gone. But it's better to just make sure
I'm
you
trying.
don't have
It is
any
pain
of them
and suffering.
because it will
It
get
is pain and
complicated
suffering
when we
already.
get to the texture atlas,
The
which
what?
comes way later. So now we have our lash all nicely meshed, and we're gonna add a little path tool. So over here, if you click on deform path edit, you can make your own little path. You're gonna put dots in pieces that you need dots. You'll understand better once you get used to it. But as a general rule of thumb, I like to do 5, 1 right in the middle, 2 at the ends, and then 2 more in the center. You can add more or add less when you start editing it. But for now, once you're done with that, go back to your arrow tool. And now we're gonna actually make it.
Wait, how do I remove that? Hey. Oh, what did I... Okay, here we go.
Close and open.
Yes, I can link if you would like, or I can share it another time. But yeah, it's Chupuko.
Open. So having your lash selected, go to your respective eye, whichever side you're on, open. You're gonna add 3 keyforms. You'll only need 2 if you only did it up to a maximum of 1. But now we can start rigging.
Wait,
So
what?
at 1,
What?
as I said, arrow tool. Now we're gonna actually make it close and open.
Oh.
So having your lash selected, go to your respective eye, whichever side you're on, open. You're gonna add 3 keyforms. You'll only need 2 if you only
Okay.
did it up to a maximum
Okay.
of 1. But now we can start rigging. So at 1, as I said, this is the default.
Yes.
So this is when your eyes open. And when it goes to 0, this is when we want your eyes to close.
Yes.
So we have this red box here. If you go to the center, you'll get this move arrow. You can hold down shift and then go up and down and left and right. It will follow an XY axis
Wait, what button?
so that it stays in a straight line. So I'm gonna hold down shift and drag it down to a general area where I want the eyes closed. And then I wanna make
Wait, what? So select this. I have that selected. Oh God, what did I do? Okay. Why am I not like... Oh. Okay.
make this form into a closed eye shape. Now, this red box is gonna get annoying, and sometimes you might not be able to click on certain things because of this red dot. So this is
Okay. No. I just want to move it. Okay.
Is a bounding box, and we're gonna hide it. So to hide it, you can just press this X button. Or if you want a shortcut, you can go to File,
You smell like a dirty
Settings.
pumpkin.
I do not. I took a shower.
Box is gonna get annoying, and sometimes you might not be able to click on certain things because of this red dot. So this is a bounding box, and we're gonna hide it. So to hide it, you can just press this X button. Or if you want a shortcut, you can go to File, Settings, Keyboard Shortcuts, go to Show, scroll down until you find Show/Hide Bounding Box. I have mine set to control.
File. Oh god, I missed all that.
Box is gonna get annoying, and sometimes you might
I'm
not
a
be
clean
able to click on
pumpkin.
certain things because of this red dot. So this is a bounding box, and we're gonna hide
Okay.
it. So
Yeah.
to hide it,
You press
you
the
just
X.
press this X button.
Uh-huh.
Or if you want a shortcut, you can go to File,
File.
Settings, Keyboard Shortcuts.
Huh?
Box is gonna get annoying, and sometimes you might not be able to click on certain things because of this red dot. So this
File.
is a bounding box, and we're
It's
gonna
probably
hide
just
it.
keyboard
So
shortcuts.
to hide it, you can just press this X button. Or if you want a shortcut, you can go to File, Settings, Keyboard Shortcuts, go to Show, scroll down until you find Show/Hide Bounding Box. I have mine set to Control H. Just click on it and then put
I'll
whatever
try
key
that.
bind you'd like, and then press OK.
Save.
And then your key bind should be able to toggle it. Once you have
Yay!
it toggled off, you can move these to make your closed eye shape. You can do it free-handed. Usually like to start with holding down shift and moving everything so it stays sort of aligned. And then I freehand stuff to the shape I want. And then back on your parameters, you can actually open and close your eyes if you drag your little dot. You can see if it moves well, so which parts you want to edit.
Hey! Look at that. A cartoon characters struggling to figure out how to make cartoon characters move.
See, I don't like this part here, the straight line I have here. I want it more curved down. So you can do that manually by clicking the dots.
Oh, okay. One. Like, oh no. Honestly, I think I just want to make the dots. I wanna just get it moving, and then I can sit here and try to like make it look really nice once I understand how it works. Which I think I'm so far so good. So far I'm understanding. It's just terrifying that I'm understanding something. What's with all them dots? It looks hard. So this is a VTuber model thing that I found, and it's all like whatchamacallit. What's the word? Separated into all the parts that you need to animate to make a VTuber model move. And I'm watching a YouTube video and trying to learn how to do it myself. And my cat is going crazy, so if you hear a bunch of banging, that's why.
But it would be a lot smoother.
Ooh, funky. I think I just like that with this for now.
If you use this brush tool.
Oh.
You see here it has two circles, inner circle and outer circle. The center circle is the brush stiffness, which you see here. I have mine at 30%. Basically anything in that center doesn't get warped too much. For example, if I grab all this, it will grab all of that.
Oh.
But if I just use the outer edge of the circle, it will only move a little bit. So use the outer edge of the circle to Make that line a little more smooth and cut it down.
Oh. Oh. Okay, I get how that works.
Now, if you want to see all the art without all the mesh and everything, so you can see if it actually looks decent and have a better look at it, you can actually hide and unhide the mesh. I have mine set to keybind. Again, if you go to File, Settings, Keyboard Shortcuts, and go to Show, it would be Hide Selected State. I have mine set to H, but you can set it to whatever you like. And that's a lot easier to see how your art is moving and to see if it's looking the way you want it to look. I'd say
that's not bad
to me.
That's not bad.
So I'm done with that. And then press H to reappear my mesh. And go back to my pointer tool. Now I'm gonna basically be doing the same thing to everything else. For example, let's copy that entire process to the bottom lash, if you have a bottom lash. Don't forget to put keyframes onto it.
Okay, so we're gonna take the lower lash. We're going to add a couple points. Oh, she made that move like real far down. If I shift and can I just move it like straight down? No. Okay, well, we'll just move on to the lower, I guess. She's crazy. She's a kitten. She's crazy, man. So we're gonna take that. We're gonna... So here... And now we're gonna, like, what, move... Select the lower lash and... Move it up. And... Move this stuff, like, out of the way. What happened? Okay. What did I miss? I added the path deformers.
So this is when your eyes open. And when it goes to 0, this is when we want your eyes to close. So we have this red box here. If you go to the center, you'll get this move arrow. You can hold down shift and then go up and down and left and right. It will follow an XY axis so that it stays in a straight line. So I'm gonna hold down shift and drag it down to a general area where I want the eyes closed. And then I wanna make this form into a closed eye shape. Now, this red box is gonna get annoying, and sometimes you might not be able to click on certain things because of this red dot. So this is a bounding box, and we're gonna hide it. So to
okay, we're gonna back this ass up pretty far because I forgot to hold shift and drag it down when I first did it. So I select the eyelid,
hide it. You can just press this X button. Or if you want a shortcut, you can go to File.
And I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna press the shift key. I'm going to select the eyelid. I'm gonna press the shift key. And move it down. And then I'm gonna make it a little bit more of a closed eye shape, okay? I think I get it. I'm gonna grab the brushy. Smooth her out. Okay. Smooth out a little bit. So now it should... Oh, okay, we figured that out. We've done that so far. Okay. So,
File, settings, keyboard, see everything again. If you have something a little complex and you want to line something up, for example, I want to line up the whites to my bottom lashes, you can set to keep my mesh red. If you have something a little complex, now the whites of my eyes get a little trickier. For that, then press H to go to your box, so it stays sort of aligned. And then I freehand stuff to the shape I want. And then back on your parameters, you can actually open and close your eyes if you drag your little dot. You can see if it moves well, so which parts you want to edit. See, I don't like this part here, the straight line I have here.
yeah,
I want
I'll
it more
fix
curved
that.
down.
I want to just get the hang of it.
So you can do that manually by clicking the dots.
Although I don't think it...
But it would be a lot smoother if you use
I don't think it looks that bad.
You see here it has two circles, inner circle and outer circle.
Pretty alright.
The center circle is your brush stiffness, which you see here. I have mine at 30%. It's easier to see how your art would say that. Then press H to reappear my mesh.
Oh,
Go back to my pointer tool. Now I'm gonna basically be doing the same thing to everything else. For example, let's copy that entire process to the bottom lash, if you have a bottom lash. Don't forget to put keyframes onto it. So now my
Oh, is that what happened? So I need to click this. Add... Oh, that's why it wasn't moving! Okay. And now, wait, no, this button, and then we're gonna add a few dots. And then... Okay. Unrelated, I have a very strong craving for tonkatsu. Oh my god. I could just go for some, like... I'm not even, like, a pork person, but pork or chicken katsu sounds really good right now. Okay, so if we move it back down here, we want to go back to here, click, shift, and up. And then we're going to want to grab these and make them funky and hide them. So, oh my goodness! Look at that! She blinks!
Lash done. Undo my top lashes, add keyframes. For these, I don't really need to warp them as much, so I'm not going to edit the mesh too much. And I don't need the path deform tool. For example, when I close my eyes, I want my eyelashes tilting down, so I'm going to flip this down with the bounding box.
Okay, so lashes, add keyframes. I'm going to grab these. Click, shift, down, and, ooh, not resize. Actually, I should probably flip them first. Is there just like a flip? No? Oh wait, reflect.
And then rotate it onto my eye.
I don't know if I'd like that. I like that with the... Maybe I'll just leave them upright. Oh, it moves. It moves. Oh, fucking ramen.
So looks a little neater. And then hide my mesh, open and close it. Then do the same thing to my side lash. Using the brush tool to hide this in.
Okay, so now with the little outer, we're gonna add keyframes. Close the eye. We want... Oh, I should probably... Bang, bang, bang. I love you, kitchen gun. Upright and maybe tilted forward. Yeah, I don't know. want to get the. I want to make things move, and then I can fine tune them. What do? Hold on, let me go to. What do my eyes do? I guess they do flip down. Not me holding my like eye down, so I can like actually try to see. Oh my god! Really? That's so mean. That's terrible right now. I'm trying to learn and you're like, no. Horse cock. I just want these to like hide. How did she do it?
Bounding box. And then rotate it onto
I had the
my
points
eye.
I had to.
So it looks a little neater. And then hide my mesh. Open and close it. Then do the same thing to my side lash. Using the brush tool.
Ah. So. Drag it down. And smoosh. And then grab the brush tool and tuck it in. Oh! Oh! This is exciting. Could use a little more tweaky, but so far, so good. That up a little bit more and oh, hide that and I feel like that. Pay no attention to that. I'm gonna click the dot. Oh, hide. That I'm gonna have to work with a little bit more, I think. Yeah, I can't quite. Just kind of want it to just disappear up. We are getting there. We're making. I don't. What? Let's go back. Yeah, let's start back here again. No harm in going back. Push that down. Or maybe move this up so that moves more naturally, and then smoosh this in. Oh, there we go. That's the money shot. That's the money shot right. Bang, bang. So you want to like really focus on that bottom. Yes, you want to make sure that part is completely hit. And then brush it. Hit it. Yeah. Maybe not. Hey yo, money shot. It like moves in too far.
To hide this in. Now I'm gonna do the whites of my eye. Open and close it. Then do the same thing to my side lash. Using the brush tool to hide this.
Where's this? You just kind of, can I go back like 10 seconds?
Using the brush tool.
Just like slides it down. And then like pull this up and puts this over like here. And then grabs the brush tool and then smoosh in. Oh. I mean, I don't know. Can refine later. Can refine later. Baby steps.
To hide this in.
Maybe it happens on mine too.
Now I'm gonna do the whites of my eyes. For my whites of the eyes, I usually like to keep my mesh really simple. Gonna erase all of this. It's a little hard to see. Okay, don't forget your keyframes. If you edit your art without a keyframe, it will edit the art permanently, so it won't revert back to anything. This one I'm gonna manually edit all the points. Now the whites of my eyes get a little trickier because
Okay, so now the whites of the eyes shouldn't add any path. So add keyframes. Okay. Okay. So as it's closed, I just want it to collapse in on itself. Go. Bye-byes. Disappear forever. Or until I reopen my eye. Okay. Probably turn these off for now. To really get in there and see what I'm doing. That's a little funky. We'll run that back. Maybe if I make them simpler? Maybe that's why? How did she do that?
using the brush tool to hide this in. Now I'm gonna do the whites of my eyes. For my whites of the eyes, I usually like to keep my mesh really simple. Gonna erase all of it.
This. Erase all of this.
It's a little hard to see. Okay, don't forget your keyframes.
And then add. Oh, it is a little hard to see. What is this? Auto connect. Do they have keyframes? Yeah. Yeah. That's how we do it, baby. Well, it didn't like smoosh with the bottom eye right. Interesting.
If you edit your art without a keyframe, it will edit the art permanently, so it won't revert back to anything. This one I'm going to manually edit all the points. Now, the whites of my eyes get a little trickier because
she's gonna manually edit all these points. Start from one side. Except for here for some reason, because it's just odd and unforgiving. Oh, you know, maybe I should, Can I move it like straight down? Yeah. Like, oh, now we're getting into the rhythm of it. Wait a second, this is kind of fun. Oh, didn't just say that. Oh no. Oh. I did not just say that was fun. This. Grab this. Grab this and move this. And grab this and move this. So it should be a little bit better. Little bit. Maybe not. That's okay.
because I actually have little spikes coming out.
See what she has to say about
my
this.
bottom lash. It's just my art style, but if you have something a little complex and you want to line something up, for example, I want to line up the whites to my bottom lashes, you can select both of them. I'm holding down Control to select two separate ones. You can click on this solo button and it will show up only two meshes. So now I can select my whites, close my eye, and then better pinpoint all of the exact dots. And then click solo again, get out of it to see everything again. And test my eye. I have a little bit two meshes. So now I can select my whites, close my eye, and then better pinpoint all of the exact dots. And then click solo again, get out of it to see everything again. And test my eye.
What? Wait, that's wizardry. Hold on. No, I want this at 1. That one. Ravi, thank you for the follow. Welcome to my Mio Suffering Fest of... Yeah. Of rigging. That's wizardry. That's what Live2D rigging is, baby! Ah! Oh, don't tell me that. Drag it up a little bit more, would that help fix that issue? Like the disconnect? It kind of does. Okay, but consider. You're a wizard. Good luck, thank you. I really need it. I've tried in the past. But oh, that's so much better. That's so much better. Whoa. Holy moly! I think I do want to like drag this piece up a little bit more. Make it, yeah, and then I think it's this one. I hope it's this one. I don't know. I think it's also a problem with this base, because like, this isn't completely round. But that's okay. That's so much freaking better already. So much better. There's a little disconnect here, but who's gonna be like, Mia, the first model that you rigged is not perfect. How dare you? To which I'll be like, do you see these immovable hands? These just wiggly hands? Yeah, you're about to catch them. Okay.
I have a little bit here that's a little wonky, so I'm gonna figure out what's wrong with that.
Leave my noodle arms alone.
That's good enough for now.
I'm
And then
trying
if
my
you
best.
have bottom lids or top lids like I do, I'm just gonna do those really quick. So I'm at
Okay. Add points. Did she did add a path. I feel like she's adding the path, but that's okay. Probably just helps make it more refined. Honestly, it doesn't really need much. No, Yumi and Wendy's parking lot, let's go. You do better than I ever. I'm just sitting here watching a video. I'm sure if you did the exact same thing I am, Panda, I think you'd be a-okay. We're talking about finding the suitable arena as, yeah, because you don't go to Denny's, you kind of end up at Denny's. If we're gonna go to Wendy's, like, I want to get that Krabby Patty meal.
the art looks a little wonky here, but the hair is gonna cover that, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, now we have our eyes opening and closing. Now that we have those rigged and everything meshed up,
Let's try to fix this a little bit. Let's see if, like, grab the brushy, like, smooth it out just a Oh, I made it worse. What if I try to, like, grab the path? And I think it's just an issue with, like, the line art. A little bit thicker up there. I don't know if I have the brain capacity to remember it. You think I'm gonna remember any of this?
we can actually do the eye widening process a lot easier. So if you go over to 2, we're not going to do eye widening. You can actually edit multiple warps at the same time. So I'm going to grab everything on this top lash and my lid. So I'm going to control click my top lash, my side lash, and my top lid. I'm going to grab the brush tool, make it a little bigger. I'm also doing this while everything's hidden, so it's a lot easier to see everything. And I'm just going to drag everything up to how I want the eye to widen. If there's some parts that are a little weird, you can actually just solo select the layer that looks funky and change these a little.
Oh.
My side lash go out a little more. And then voila, you finish rigging several layers at once. Fix my top lashes. Now I'm going to do the same thing for my bottom lash.
Okay, whoa, stop that right there. Okay, so we're gonna go here. We're gonna go to 2. We're gonna select this, this, and this. Is there anything? Oh, outer. And eye fold. I do go to Denny's. I'm a horror. Dude, pancakes are so easy though. Maybe I want the brush to be like even bigger. Like, do I just want like a massive, obnoxious brush? This. Hi, Myron. We do. Undo. Ah. Do I have the... Oh. I probably should be doing like the eye shading with this, but I don't know. They're easy, but at the same time, nothing beats having someone walk out like with like 3 of them bigger than my own head fresh off the griddle. Undo that. What size? It looks like she had a 200 and about 200. Normal. Oh, that's pretty okay. That's pretty okay. Hide this. Like, yeah, ha ha ha, normal bull. Not super exaggerated, but probably be like careful in my first. Okay. I'm on the Scruggle bus.
And my bottom lid. And my eye whites. I'm gonna fix my eye whites for the top.
So now I need to deselect. So I want the whites and I want the lower lash. And I want to click and drag straight down. And then like she says I have to gotta fix my mesh because it's a little funky. There we go. Aha. Grab that brush, but let's not make it so. Oh. I should fix it. There, do. Undo that. Let me grab this point. Ooh, not that. That's a little more round. That's a little better. I know that voice. Who is that? Chupuko? I am following her instructions.
Right. And then bam! You have your eye wide in, your eyes closing. Now this step might get a little more complicated, but it's something good to learn. When the eyes close and you smile, we're gonna want to make your eyes smile with you, so they look a lot more expressive. So you're gonna find your cheek parameter. You're gonna have a default cheek parameter somewhere. This is mine, but I just renamed it to smile, so it's easier for me to remember. Pram cheek is mostly for when you smile.
Wait, how did she? You went in. Edit parameter. Pram cheek. Okay. I mean, there's also I smile.
Smile, so it's easier for me to remember. Brown cheek is mostly for when you smile and then you get extra blush usually. But I just set everything I want to that, so I just named it smile. I'm gonna select my main lash, and then on smile, I'm going to add 2 keyframes. So at 0 is when we're not smiling, and at 1 is when we are smiling. So at 1, when we smile, I want my eyes to be more upturned. I'm gonna edit that. This is also where you can add extra path deformers or change your path deformers. Now we're just gonna want to do that to every other part. For example, select top lash. Turn on the keyframe for smile. We're on 1. That means we're smiling. I want these upturned. Rotate them again. Stick them on. And then I can open my eye while it's smiling so I can see if everything looks fine when closing as well. And then there you go. We have our eye.
Oh, I should save. I haven't done that in a while. I keep trying to save the web page. Oh, we're gonna do that. We're gonna add keyframes. Select the eyelashes. We're gonna just grab and move them up a little bit. Eye fold, add parameters, and we're gonna turn this to maximum overdrive, and we're gonna bend this down a little bit. We're not gonna do nothing too crazy. Lower lash is still gone.
Smile rigged. Just the closing one though. Make sure you don't have it rigged somewhere else. For example, if you have your smile rig on 0 of smile, you don't want that. However, if that does happen, for example, if I had this going on, see these eyelashes are going down, but that's supposed to be for this eye, and then they're going up on this eye. You can actually have that specific layer selected, specific parameter selected, right click on one of your keyframes, go over here to this arrow and click reflect. So that will turn it back over to the other side. Now you can actually make the eyes smile in more ways on the other eye opening. This is all depending on how you view yourself when you smile. For example, if my eyes are open and I'm smiling, I would want my bottom lid, bottom lash, my whites, they go up a little. You know, it's smiling and squinting. Also do this for
Hello, Banana
my
Man. You won the hand.
lashes.
Oh, so this is
Just
for
looks like I'm
open.
smiling a little.
Oh, falling asleep, gonna go to bed. No. But I also understand, but no. Good night. So I gotta do this again for this. I gotta click this, add oh, there's parameters here already. So I think
more. It'll look more. They go up a little. You know, it's smiling and squinting. Also do this for my top lashes.
What do you mean your normal character? That's scary. That's a scary question. You have to ask. Oh no. So we want to turn this on. I'm gonna drag this down just a little bit. Click, drag this down just a little. Click and drag this down just down a little bit. I gotta do it for eyelashes here. I just click, drag them down a wee bit. Yeah, okay. And we gotta do this just a wee bit. Gotta add parameters here. So when it's here, these need just the #1 rated salesman of 1998, but banana themed. I would love nothing more. I would love absolutely nothing more. We should do the right eye fold too. Okay, there are parameters here. We're gonna grab this and like drag this down just a bit. Drag this down just a little bit. And then we're gonna just like freehand it. Just... okay. Look at that. I'm doing it. Freaking doing it. However, and I will do my normal introduction. Oh boy. Hit me with a banana man. Stretch the bit more down. A little funky looking. I'm learning. Maybe I should have added a couple more points. Oh, big stretch. Oh, back to 1. Got that doing its thing. Maybe I'll make it more exaggerated when I'm trying to like. I should probably like pull my model up just like somewhere on the side. I guess my eyes don't really do anything when I smile. Interesting. Yeah, I learned. Okay, back to Live2D. So I need to do... I did that. Lower lash time. Gotta add parameters. And at 1, I want it to just come up a bit. Just... and then we'll go here. And then we'll move these guys up. From there to... okay. Okay.
Let's look like I'm smiling a little more. It'll look more expressive when we have everything else rigged in. But that's just what I do. You can also add stuff for the eye.
Hello everyone, it's I, the great potassium person, and I'm here to give everyone bananas. The only payment I need is everyone being yippee! I'm pretty yippee. I'm not super yippee, it's late. Can I give you a half? Can I give you a yip? Can I just give you a yip instead of a yippee tonight? Another day I'll give you a yippee. Orange, I am pumpkin.
Opening.
Hi, Goober.
To make the bottoms of your eyes winch up a little more, like you smile.
Maybe you gotta go. Maybe I'll be a squincher. Where is it? Lower lash. We just... oh, that's not what I wanted. Like this. Where's the move? Okay, grab and then just maybe up a little, just a little bit more. That's a good point. That's a good point. Here. And we're gonna just grab these goobers and move them up just... yeah, that's better. I like that. Now I go... hee.
Smiling. Normal, smile. Smile, normal, normal, smile. And you have your eye rigged in. So now we have all the smiles and all the eyes opening.
Alright, I have a question for you. What is your preferred, like, stage of banana ripening? I like mine still a bit green.
And widening and everything. Now we're gonna make the inside move. So go over to everything that's in your eye, minus all the whites and stuff. I just have my iris and pupil. I don't have any shines or anything. If you do have any shines, you're gonna want to add this. Have them all selected. Your new warp deformer. Now I'm just gonna name this pupil. But if you're on the free version, you're just gonna want to name this to the next one, which is, I'm selecting everything again. I'm gonna put this into eyeball.
Talking very obscure references.
Now
oh no! Oh god! Oh god! I missed what went on because I was reading. Ah, very obscure reference. There's a 90% shot that most of them will go over my head, but I will play along to the best of my ability.
Navigate to our eyeball X and Y. Name this pupil But if you're on the free version, you're just going to want to name this to the next one, which is, I'm selecting everything again. I'm going to put this into
Click another one. XY.
eyeball XY.
Okay.
Now we're going to navigate to our eyeball X and Y. There's a lot of fancier ways to do this, but this is just a really basic, simple eyeball XY movement. I'm going to add 3 keyframes to eyeball X. Having the eyeball XY parameter selected.
Okay.
Go over to the right, which makes the eye look to the right. So I'm going to shift and click, drag it, move it over. Over to the left. Shift, click, drag it over. Now it's looking left and right. Looking shifty.
Okay. So we're gonna grab this, and so there I want to click, grab, click. And then for here I want to click, grab. And now I am shifty. It's my favorite thing. I love being shifty. And my favorite banana is every banana. Yeah, I don't know. Once they start getting a little too ripe, they're a little too mushy for me. I just don't like them. That makes me bananaist, I'm sorry.
We're going to go to eyeball Y. Add 3 keyframes. To the right, it's going to go up. To the left, it's going to go down.
So to the right, gonna go up. Now should I like hide? Oh, it's like misshaping it. Why is my eye going out? What did I do? What did I do wrong? Move it. I want to move it up. So I just gotta like moosh. And move it up. And I want to push things inwards. That's fine, I think. You're telling your guests to leave your shoes at the door before they go in. That's peculiar. Are you my cat, perchance? Too mushy, isn't it? I don't know. I definitely have an unripe banana trauma. I used to get forced to eat them. Up. So I gotta keep like mooshing in a little bit so it fits. Okay, it isn't just okay, it's not just me either. A random T for 2 meme. I know TF2 in Fortress 2. And here I'm gonna grab it and move down. And I think I need to moosh up. Gotta run all this back. Redo. Got the Twitch mod out of the basement. Okay, so the X and Y are still okay. So now I need to go here and I need to add 3 parameters and I need to go up. I need to grab and up. I mean, I guess I don't have to like go like super far up. Maybe I'll just move it up a little bit and smoosh like the world's tiniest bit. So like it moves up just a little bit more than like what it would comfortably. I grab like I wanna moosh too much of the eye so it like visibly changes too much. There we go. Grab that outer. Grab this, move down. Then grab this way outer bit. Like smoosh it into place a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Maybe or hidden if I go off topic. No, I'm here to yap. Feel free to yap. As long as it's not inappropriate or breaks like TOS rules on any website, I'm cool. We could just yap if you want to talk about how you saw a green car on the road today and you thought it was the coolest thing ever. Let's go. I'm here to yap.
That's going up and down. Make sure when you're doing the eyeball Y, you have 0 selected on eyeball X. You're going to notice that when you look to the right and you try to look up and down, it won't work. Or when you look down, your eye's going to look crazy when you look left and right. That's because you need to synthesize the corners. We don't have the corners made in yet. So eyeball X, if it's on top, you're going to want to click link parameters. And clicking eyeball X will link to the bottom one, which is eyeball Y. Have your parameters selected. Now you're gonna go to these bars over here and you're gonna click on synthesize corners. You don't have to, you can ignore all this. You're gonna wanna click link parameters, and clicking eyeball X will link to the bottom one, which is eyeball Y. Have your parameters selected. Now you're gonna go to these bars over here and you're gonna click on synthesize corners. You don't have to, you can ignore all this for now, but basically all you need to know that it's synthesizing these 4 corners. Press OK. Now our corners will be synthesized. Now if we go to this corner, it'll look in that corner. And if we go to this corner, it'll look in that corner. So now our eyes move. Now we can get a little fancier with it. You don't do this, but when I look to the right, I can make eyes actually as if it's going along a ball. Then turn a little. There's a lot better way to do this. I'm just doing this quick and easy. And then when we look up, I can make it look up. We go down, shift it so it looks down. And then you can relink these, resynthesize the corners, and then it'll be a little more interesting. Of course, as you learn more,
I want to unlink them. What did she do? Hold on.
I can make it look up, we go down, shift it so it looks down, and then you can relink these,
Oh, so she unlinks them, moves it, grabs this, and mooshes it a little bit, and then goes here, and then mooshes it a little bit again. Little mooshies, little moosh. Fishing Planet, dude. I love fishing games. Would you recommend? Fishing Planet? This up a little bit. Yeah, holy chat, I'm doing it. I mean, this is pretty hard, but I've definitely, like, the way it's being presented to me right now, I feel like it's definitely in a, like, palatable manner. So I'm able to do it. I think I'm getting really confident, and I know that confidence will be my downfall, but that is okay. Because we live and we learn. Live and we learn a little bit. This is just like a test thing for me anyway, and then I'll probably go back and do it again on on like the art that I'm working on. So then I want to link them again, and I want to click these bars here, and I want to synthesize the corner. So now I go, wah. And it needs a little bit of smooshy action there. Needs a little smooshy action here. Yeah, it needs a little more smooshy. Smooshy, come home. She's here to yap. She says, well, she actually does be cooking with the nuclear power of Live2D. So far, I hate to say, it's actually kind of fun. Maybe I'm meant to be a Live2D person. Maybe that's the secret. Smoosh for and has bombastic side eye. I could smoosh it a little bit more. Let me get the hang of this, and then I'll experiment. So maybe I can if I make my eyes go wide, I can do like the Doki bird face, like the. Yes, this. It didn't answer my question. Yeah. It did not. It just didn't send. Because I see everything. Oh god. So cross-eyed.
Synthesize the corners, and then it'll be a little more interesting. Of course, as you learn more, you'll understand how to make the eyes fancier and fancier. If you have any eye shines or reflections that are separated, you can also put it to its own warp deformer. For example, if this was a little shiny part of the eye, you can do the same thing. So it goes over here. This is gonna be a child warp deformer of the parent because it's under the parent folder. And it will follow the parent, but you can also move it to make little edits. For example, if this was a shine, I would want this to go on either ends, and it'll change like that. You can repeat the whole process, but for the shines, if you want them to look in different corners and everything, I'm gonna delete all this because I don't need that. But if you do need that, that's all for you. So now
I have eye shines, so I need to make a new warp deformer shine. So does move. I'm here. Add 3. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna click and wait. What did I do? It still follows. Okay. I'm gonna add this. I look to the left. I want to grab it and move it over here. So why does it not go back? I need to go back a little bit.
make the eyes fancier and fancier. If you have any eye shines or reflections that are separated, you can also put it to its own warp deformer. For example, if this was a little shiny part of the eye, you can do the same thing. So it goes over here. This is gonna be a child warp deformer of the parent because it's under the parent folder.
Oh, so I need to unlink it. If you have a life, just go for it. Just follow Bo's guide and be warned, you need a bunch of free time. I definitely do have a bunch of free time, more than I'd care to admit, but also not a ton. Like, I'm always working on something. But I definitely do have, like, my rotting days. Took you a month? I want to do that, and then when it goes down, I want to add, and I want to grab this, and I want to, like, move it down. Or would I want to move it up? I think I would, right? And here I want to grab and move it down. So now I want to link these and synthesize the corners again. So now my eye shine moves. I don't know if I really like that, but yeah, I need to like fix like roundness. I don't know if I like that. I think I'd It's a mid to late game and it took you a month. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I don't think I do. What if I let's try something. Let's unlink them. Let's see. If I move my eye this way, I guess maybe like move just a little bit. Yeah, maybe that's all I needed was a little bit of pizzazz. A little bit for a little pizzazz. A little moving. Nothing crazy. Nothing insane. No insane in the membrane. And then we're gonna go to the Y. And then when the eye goes down, I'm gonna grab it and just move it. Ooh. Grab it ever so slightly up. And straighten out that mesh just a little bit. Move it down. How do I make it, like, disappear? Maybe that's too advanced for me. Guess we'll just have it smoosh. So when I go down, it goes this way, it goes on the inside, so it stays roughly center. So, I do want to just fit up a wee bit, like straighten it back out a little bit. Look down, it kind of comes up a little bit. When I look up, no. When I go up, click the eye shine again, and I'm gonna just drag it down just a wee bit. Up. It always stays on the eye because that's okay. what I want to see. I want to like fix this. I guess that's Let's go 25,000 in game day. Sorry. I'm struggling a little bit. I'm like yeah, there we go.
And it will follow the parent, but you can also move it to make little edits. For example, if this was a shine, I would want this to go on either ends, and it'll change like that. You can repeat the whole process, but for the shines, if you want them to look in different corners and everything, I'm gonna delete all this because I don't need that. But if you do need that, that's all for you. So now I got basic eyeball XY. Now we're gonna do fancy eye physics and stuff if you're into that. I'll just be going over a simple eye jiggle. If you like the eyelash jiggles and everything else that jiggles, you can copy what we've done here and just edit everything a little bit to jiggle the way you want it to. So I usually like to make my pupils jiggle a little bit when my eyes open. So again, I'm gonna select the pupil and the iris, make a new warp deformer, and call this jiggle.
Name it Jiggle
X. And then while I'm on this,
how do I edit it? How about I how about I just undo that? Okay, there we go. So a new one, Jiggle X.
same warp deformer. I'm gonna make
Grab this. Jiggle X.
a new one on top of that and call this jiggle Y. This is
Make a new one on top of this. Jiggle Y. Okay. EP will stop being EP. Stopping.
how I learned it from someone else. There's other ways to do this, but this is personally my favorite way. I think it looks a lot better. So I have my jiggle parameters already. Jiggle X and jiggle Y. All you need to do is click new parameter, and then you can copy mine if you like.
Go in here. Jiggle X minus 1. Maximum 1. Now I need to make another new parameter. Jiggle Y. Y. What? What did I do? Edit this. Oh. That's why. Okay. Not pretty. Good night. Got one of the biggest butterflies. Let's go! Let's go! We love to hear that. We love setting. We have a scoreboard of our own, a leaderboard of our own over here in Twitch.
name Jiggle X. The ID, honestly, you don't have to name this. If you're doing like a fancy commission, you might want to rename it. But if you're just doing a personal rig like me, just ignore it. My ranges for this one is -1, default 0, maximum.
Save. I like the pop-ups
and it's
for
the same
saving.
thing for my Jiggle Y. You can just take your Jiggle X and then click replicate parameters and then edit it and just rename it if you'd like. It's the same thing. Now with Jiggle Y selected, I'm gonna add 3 keyforms to Jiggle Y. When we go to +1, I'm gonna take the red box, the bounding box, I'm gonna hold down Alt. And Alt will make it so that both opposite sides will expand and shrink at the same ratio. You can also use Alt on these sides, and you can also use Alt on the corners to make it scale perfectly. But I'm gonna use Alt, we're at 1, and I'm just gonna drag it up a little bit. Then we're gonna go down to -1, and just drag it down a little bit.
Let's go.
You can
so the eye shine is not part of Jiggle. I'm gonna delete these and click all of these to make Jiggle X. Please create an object with the same parent deform. Uh-oh. Did you miss anything? No, I'm just struggling. I'm learning how to do the jiggle with the eyes. I guess I can't do that with the shine. I guess I'll have to do that like separate, which I'm sure is fine. If I can do it here, then I can. Then I'm sure I could figure it out. It's probably just the same thing. It's taken me 2 hours to get this far, and we're killing it. We are killing it. I'm gonna go to Jiggle Eye, add this.
Jiggle Y, you can just take your Jiggle X and then click replicate parameters and then edit it and just rename it if you'd like. It's the same thing. Now with Jiggle Y selected, I'm gonna add 3 keyforms to Jiggle Y. When we go to +1, I'm gonna take the red box, the bounding box, I'm gonna hold down Alt. And Alt will make it so that both opposite sides will expand and shrink at the same ratio. You can also use Alt on these sides, and you can also use Alt on the corners to make it scale perfectly. But I'm gonna use Alt, we're at 1, and I'm just gonna drag it up a little bit. Then we're gonna go down to -1, and just drag it down a little bit. You can make it more extreme if you'd like, depending on how crazy you want your physics to look. I just like a little jiggle to my eye, so I just did a little bit. Now we go to Jiggle X Warp, add 3 keyforms. At 1 for Jiggle X, we're gonna expand left and right. And then at -1, we're gonna shrink the sides. Let's go like this. Now we're gonna get into physics a little bit. If you go to modeling, you can open the physics scene blending settings. It's at the bottom. You can zoom in.
Oh wait, that's way too. I was saying that we love leaderboards. We even have one here.
And left and right.
So now I gotta go to Jiggle X, add parameters, and when it goes to the right, it gets a little bit wider. And then when it goes to the left, it gets a little bit narrower. Okay.
And then at -1, we're gonna shrink the sides. Let's go like this. Now we're gonna get into physics a little bit. If you go to modeling, you can open the physics scene blending settings. It's at the bottom. You can zoom in to the eye. And here you can actually click and drag, and your eyeball XY should work. You can also scroll down here. You can see why we like the little parameter labels. It's a lot easier to see on the physics menu. But you can take your red dots and you can play with it. You can also go up to here, play the scene. You can do these random poses and press play, and it will move it by.
Oh, guess who forgot to do the pupil on the hiding? Or on the open and on the pupil, and the eye is closed. You guess who forgot to hide that? Shouldn't have listened to you. Smoosh that down. Grab the corner. Oh, shit. 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 Add parameters. Here. We want to make it disappear. Grab the brush. Brush her away. And then here, we're gonna just grab this. Gonna make it just a or no, do I want to make it like shrink? Like, oh. Yeah. Okay, now we can do this physics. Zoom in a little bit and drag. That's not bad. You know, for a first attempt. For a first attempt, chat, I think.
Itself, so you can see how it would work.
What scene? Physics?
In real time. Pretty decent, I guess. It makes it all move at random here. You can see all the dots moving. Since we only have keyframes on these ones, they have the red dot. I'm gonna pause this, reset my parameters to default, and now we're gonna add physics settings for the eye jiggle. I already have a physics preset, just like I had a parameters preset, so I'm just gonna import that really quick. Okay, so I have my eye jiggles here already. I'm gonna show up my settings on the screen, but to add a new group, you're just gonna wanna click add here.
Oh, I should probably make this a little bit smaller. Make this entire window just bigger? Add.
You can name it, I just call it eye jiggle. And then for your input preset, you can leave this blank. And then for your physics model preset, you can leave that blank. So now you have a blank canvas here. Everything here might look a little crazy, but trust me, it's simple. You'll get used to it. So first of all, here we have our input settings. The input is what you do to the model. And then the output settings is what the model is going to output. So when we blink, we're going to want our eyes to jiggle. So you're going to add, and then you see all your parameters. Find your eyes, and then select both of your eye opens. You can do separate jiggles. For example, like if you only open one eye, only that eye will jiggle. This is a little
Wait, I'm confused. I'm confused. Why do I have... Oh, okay. They're just in a different order. Okay.
Blur, because most of the time you're going to be blinking both eyes anyway. So press OK. And then we're going to have two types here. Position is fine. And then effect is how much it's going to affect the output. So since we just have two eyes, we're going to do 50 and 50. The max is 100 and you have to balance them out. And then you're going to want to go here to the physics model settings, the pendulum settings. We're going to add two pendulums. Press add twice.
What? What's going on? Do I have to enter? Oh, okay. Well, that's rude. I did read it. I've read it 2 or 3 times. I'm working and yapping. Trying to learn. This is freaking hard.
Position is fine, and then effect is how much it's gonna affect the output. So since we just have two eyes, we're gonna do 50 and 50. The max is 100, and you have to balance them out. And then you're gonna want to go here to the...
I am the ringleader here. Ah, it's me. It is me. If it wasn't 2... Oh god, it's almost 2 in the morning. Jesus. Thank god I don't have anything to do tomorrow.
The physics model settings.
Physics model?
The pendulum settings. We're gonna add two pendulums. Press add twice. Now here are my pendulum settings. You can copy these if you'd like.
Yes, please. I'll play with it once I understand. 8.5? Oh, do I have to? Oh, I have to like hit enter every time. 8.4. 0.95. It's hard. The same thing. Oh no, they're a little bit different. Oh, because it's like the ass end of it. Okay. This is 9.5 and 0.8 again. Okay.
Like, and then up here we're gonna go to output. We're gonna click add, and our output is the eye jiggles. So select both your jiggles, add them in. They should automatically go to pendulum 1 and then the second one pendulum 2. But if not, you can just manually change it to whatever. Now, if you go over to your keyframes, you open your eyes should jiggle now. And then that's a basic overview of how you would do physics. We'll do more advanced physics later, but for now, there's just a little intro. So you can play around with the physics if you'd like, but close out of your physics scene blending settings. Now you can also do extra little things with your eyes. For example, if I'm selecting my pupil, my iris, I'm making a new warp deformer. I'm gonna call this eye open. When my eyes widen, I want my pupils to shrink a little to add more to that shocked effect. So on my eye open warp, I'm gonna add 3 keyframes. And when I go to 2 and my eyes widening, I'm going to Alt,
I already did that.
And click and drag to make my eyes shrink a little.
No, mine are
shock factor.
Mine are extreme.
Now there's a lot of other fancy things you can do with everything, but that's the basic eye that I do for now. Now, once you have your eyes all finished.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a little pause from that and add the jiggle to the eye shine? Better background music. What's wrong with mine? Huh? Huh, punk? Huh? When it's all the way over here, we're gonna grab this and make that a little bit. And then when it's here, we're gonna expand it a little bit. And then we're gonna go here. And we're gonna shrink it. Then we're gonna expando a little bit. Gonna up just a wee. I can't play anything copyrighted because that's how my VODs get muted. So I have my own custom BGMs and things. So now I gotta... Yeah! Eyeball jiggle OP. I'm trying! Now I gotta go back here. Physics settings. Add... shine jiggle? And I'm gonna add pendulum settings. And did I accidentally... Oh no, I got rid of them. What happened? You doubled your brain cells. So wait a second, I'm gonna... Wait, what happened? Oh, wait a second. Hold on. I have to go back. We have to run it back a little bit.
Find your eyes, and then select both of your eye opens. You can do separate jiggles. For example, like if you only open one eye, only that eye will jiggle. This is a little simpler because input settings. The input is what you do to the model. And then the output settings is what the model is going to output. So when we blink, we're going to want our eyes to jiggle. So you're going to add, and then you see all your parameters. Find your eyes, and then select both of your eye opens. You can do separate jiggles. For example, like if you only open one eye, only that eye will jiggle. This is a little simpler because most of the time you're going to be blinking both eyes anyway. So press OK. And then we're going to have two types here. Position is fine. And then effect is how much it's going to affect
50.
the output. So since we just have two eyes, we're going to do 50 and 50. The max is 100 and you have to balance them out. And then you're going to want to go here to the physics model settings. The pendulum settings. We're going to add two pendulums. Press add twice. Now here are my pendulum settings. You can copy.
Okay, let's try this again. I don't know what happened. 8.5. Yeah, sorry man, there's no mods on duty right now, so I am a one-man show who's trying to balance everything. It's a little hard. Eight point 5. 8.5. 8. 9.5. 8.
These if you'd like. And then up here, we're gonna go to output. We're gonna click add, and our output is the eye jiggles. So select both your jiggles, add them in. They should automatically go to pendulum 1 and then the second one pendulum 2. But if not, you can just manually change it to whatever. Now, if you go over to your keyframes, you open your eyes should jiggle now. And then that's a basic overview of how you would do physics. We'll do more advanced physics later, but for now, there's just a little intro. So you can play around with the physics if you'd like, but close out of your physics scene blending settings. Now you can also do extra little things with your eye.
What did she click?
And then that's a basic overview of how you would do physics. We'll do more advanced physics later, but for now, there's just a little intro. So you can play around with the physics if you'd like, but close out of your physics scene blending settings.
Oh. I don't want this to go away. How do I save it? Probably not. I am baby. Okay, so there. Add. Like, I don't. I'm confused. I'm very confused. There is like some physics. How do I save it? So.
Now you can also do extra little things with your eyes. They should automatically go to pendulum 1,
So
change it to whatever. Now if you go over to your keyframes, you open your eyes should jiggle now. And then that's a basic overview of how you would do physics. We'll do more advanced physics later, but for now,
How do they
there's just a
save?
little intro. So you can play around with the physics if you'd like, but
All she does
close
is
out of your physics scene blending settings. Now you can also
wait. What did she say?
you open your eyes should jiggle now. And then that's a basic overview of how you would do physics. We'll do more advanced physics later, but for now, there's just a little intro. So you can play around with the physics if you'd like, but close out of your physics scene blending settings. Now you can also do extra.
What? I did not hear what that said. What? What? I don't want to lose it. Group eye jiggle, yes, and then now I want shine jiggle, and input settings are going to eye open, and then output settings are going. Wait, what? Jiggle X and Y. So jiggle X and Y. I wish you luck on your sturgeon fishing. On your sturgeon fishing, friend. I'm afraid of closing that. Oh, you know what? I probably can't see it because, like... Yeah, it is still there. Okay. So I need to do this. Dust. Oh, now I gotta clean up dust off the floor. So now, yeah, I gotta make a jiggle X. Oh, let me undo. Okay. Are those physics settings still there? No. Now they should be? No. Oh. Add I open. And now does it work? 50. 50. Overwrite save. Set is not selected. And then output is X and Y. Yeah, there we go. Overwrite save. So now that should just stick. Okay. That's done. Now that I fixed that, I need to make a jiggle X, a jiggle C, and then another one for jiggle Y. And here I'm gonna add. So the eyes stretch, so I want this stretch. But what? Warp before. And it's here. I want it to stretch. You know why it's not stretching, chat? Because your girl is a moron. Go here. Now we slide it to the right. So I guess they just stick, and I'm just silly. Okay. Now we're gonna go here. We're gonna make a wee. And now we're gonna go here. We're gonna add keyframes, and we're gonna make it go. Up a little bit. And then we're gonna go here and we're gonna smoosh it. Oh my god. I don't. What am I doing wrong? I didn't click. Oh, it should just... On it? No. This. Why? Why if I... What's going on? Why is it breaking? Okay. are the eyes? I have completely lost. Okay, so for the... Dude, I'm struggling. Jiggle X. Then go here. Add parameter. Here, add parameters. We're gonna stretch just a bit. And push. No. We're gonna go here and stretch just a wee bit. And a smoosh. We're gonna go here and we're gonna bring it on in. And I should go here to here, physics settings, group, add, shine, jiggle, okay, reset, eye jiggle, reset, eye jiggle, add, no. Is that how it's supposed to be? The shine jiggling before? I don't know if I did that right. I don't know. I open, position, yes. Output, oh, add. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong here? Something's not right. Something at all. So
there are little things with your eye. And then that's a basic overview of how both your the output. So since we just have two eyes, we're gonna do 50 and 50. The max is 100 and you have to balance them out. And then you're gonna wanna go here to the physics model settings, the pendulum settings. We're gonna add two pendulums.
What's going on?
Press add twice. Now here are my pendulum settings. You can copy these if you'd like. And then up here, we're gonna go to output. We're gonna click add, and our output is the eye jiggles. So select both your jiggles, add them in. They should automatically go to pendulum 1, and then...
Is it because I don't have them on... I mean, it might be working. It's like... They're also moving. But it is a child of the parent, so maybe that's why. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Lynn, thank you for the follow. I am struggling bussin' tonight. I don't know if the actual, like, I don't know if that actually worked or not. I mean, it looks fine. The shine's just kind of going with it, so that's alright, I suppose. Whatever. Let me go here. There's at some point that it looks funky. I need to still, I think, tuck these up just a wee bit further. Yeah, that's better, I think. I think.
And the second one, pendulum 2. But if not, you can just make my eyes shrink open.
I already did this.
Make my eyes opening a little. Add that shock factor. Now, there's a lot of other fancy things you can do with everything, but that's the basic eye that I do for now. Now, once you have your eyes all finished, let's copy it to the other eye so they both work. I like to go to my left eye folder, right click it, select child objects. This
Oh, hold on. That's not gonna fly right now. So what?
finished. Let's copy it to the other eye so they both work. I like to go to my left eye folder, right click it, select child objects. This selects absolutely everything in that warp. Now I'm gonna hold down Control, copy, and then Control V. And that's gonna copy paste the eye. So now we have 2 copies of the left eye. Don't deselect anything, make sure you have this entire eye selected. You're gonna right click on this eye. You can click reflect. You're gonna reflect horizontally. And then there's certain things we don't want reflected and certain things we do want reflected. So anything that goes along the x-axis, anything that turns left and right, you're gonna wanna click. Everything else, ignore. Now it's gonna warp to this eye. And if you have it set up the same way as me, it should be symmetrical, especially if all your art is symmetrical, it will reflect perfectly. But if it doesn't, a good rule of thumb is to, let me close these. If you have your original other eye, you can actually do a little bit of a light box effect. For example, I'm gonna select the one we just copied. And I'm gonna hide everything selected. Now I can just see this eye, which is the original eye. I'm gonna go down to here and click on this camera button, snapshot. And it takes a snapshot of your current model. Now I'm gonna go back to the copied eye, turn everything on. And it's a little hard to see because mine is nearly perfect for its reflection. But if you move this, you can actually see the picture we just took under it. So this is really good for matching up all its pixels and stuff. Once you have your copied eye perfectly on top of the original eye, you can actually select all the child objects of the original eye and delete. And then we'll have 2 of these, so you can rename this to the other eye. And then if you go over to your keyframe for the eye open, now they both work. Oh, look, turn off snapshot by the second button down here. But now we can see both eyes. However, they both open at IL. But this is the other eye that we want to open on IR. So select all of those child elements again. And go to the eye open. You can right click and then you go to this little arrow and you can click change. And this will change the parameters on IL open. We want to open on IR. So select all of those child elements again. And go to the eye open. You can right click and then you go to this little arrow and you can click change. And this will change the eye to an original eye. I'm gonna go down to here and click on this camera button, snapshot. And it takes a snapshot of your current model. Now I'm gonna go back to the copied eye, turn everything on. And it's a little hard to see because you can access anything that turns left and right, you're gonna wanna click. Everything else, ignore. Now it's gonna warp to this eye. And if you have it set up the same way as me, it should be symmetrical, especially if all your art is symmetrical.
I'm so confused.
It will
reflect
perfectly. But if it doesn't, a good rule of thumb is to, let me close these. If you have your original other eye, you can actually do a little bit of a light box effect. For example, I'm gonna select the one we just copied. And I'm gonna hide everything selected. Now I can just see this eye, which is the original eye. I'm gonna go down to here and click on this camera button, snapshot. And it takes a snapshot of your current model. Now I'm gonna go back to the copied eye, turn everything on. And it's a little hard to see because mine is nearly perfect for its reflection. But if you move this, you can actually see the picture we just took under it. So this is really good for matching up all its pixels and stuff. Once you have your copied eye perfectly on top of the original eye, you can actually select all the child objects of the original eye and delete. And it's a little hard to see because mine is nearly perfect for its reflection. But if you move this, you can actually see the picture we just took under it.
Okay, hold on. What is going on? So if I go here, turn all that off. Right eye, right eye. This is the proper one. How do I Here, what? Oh, I'm gonna name this copy for now. So I can...
All finished. Let's copy it to the other eye so they both work.
Yeah, Panda, I'm
I
lost.
like to go to my left eye folder, right click it, select child object.
I deleted all of that. I want to know why I have like... all of this going on. Like, why is this all hidden? I don't know what I've done. I have fucked up a run and I am lost. Because I have... is that... okay. Okay, that's a little bit better. I had like... show hide snapshot. Okay. Okay. So now if I turn all of this back on, we should be in business. Although I forgot to moosh the shading. Or when I close my eye. Although I don't know if I really like the eye shade. I might just turn that off on the model. Might be a little too intense, personally. Oi, oi! Hello. I did add parameters. Okay, so this is like this. Maybe I'll make this a little bit bigger. So like then. I need to make this like extra small. Like that just doesn't look right. I don't like that. Got banned? Well, as long as you don't act too far out of line, we're all good. I know shit happens and I'm understanding for the most part, but there are certain rules and certain things that we just don't talk about. So just be aware. Maybe I should shrink? Just shrink the eye shade? Move it. Oh, like, I don't know, that looks so wrong. The eye shade looks terrible when the box, like when the eye is when the eye is closed. Wonder if I should just, wasn't really what I said, and I just said random things out of pocket. Didn't let me detect that was making people uncomfortable, and nobody said anything. So would you prefer that if you do say something that makes me uncomfortable, I just directly tell you like, hey, that's not cool? Or... because if that works for you, that works for me. I'd rather be transparent, and because I know sometimes I don't pick up on things, and if I can make someone's life a little bit easier by being like, hey, I didn't really like that. And going forward, no one's perfect, so I can't expect you to like get it the first time, but maybe by like the 8th time. There we go. Looks pretty alright. So now I'm gonna go... What did I just do? Made something disappear. Soon? Okay, so what the hell? That time of night, at least for me, where all the ads start to get like really weird on like live TV and stuff. Why are these here? Let me save just. I think these are not supposed to be. Go here. Okay. 92. If I condense all this and turn this off. I want all that, and I want to copy. Want to paste. No. We're gonna hold on. I have lost myself in the sauce here at some point, and now I'm very confused. Oh.
I'll fit the eye. So now I'll finished. Let's copy it to the other eye so they both work. I like to go to my left eye folder, right click it, select child objects. This selects absolutely everything.
So the right eye. I am so confused. How did this get If I delete all of this, what's gonna happen? Okay, there's nothing there now. Okay, I click this. Okay, I'm gonna select child objects. Okay,
in that warp. Now I'm gonna hold down Control Copy and then Control V. And that's gonna copy paste the eye. So now we have 2 copies of the left eye.
oh god.
Don't deselect anything. Make sure you have this entire eye selected. You're gonna right click on this eye. You can click reflect. You're gonna reflect horizontally. And then there's certain things we don't want.
Wait, I gotta go back.
Don't deselect anything. Make sure you have this entire eye selected. You're gonna right click on this eye. You can click reflect. You're gonna reflect horizontally. And then there's certain things we don't want reflected and certain things we do want.
What is going on? I wanna collapse everything. I don't know what's going on. Oh no. Okay, so we have right eye. Oh god. Okay, open recent. We are not going to save this. We are going to just select this one. Okay.
Not reflected. So anything that goes along the x-axis, anything that turns left and right, you're gonna want to click. Everything else, ignore. Now it's gonna warp to this eye.
Yes, the numbers.
And if you have it set up the same way as me, it should be symmetrical, especially if all your art is symmetrical.
Numbers
It
cringe.
will reflect perfectly. But if it doesn't, a good rule of thumb is to, let me close these. If you have your original other,
I want to make this the right eye. copy so I can't get it confused. So we have right eye, copy, and left eye.
Your eye, you can actually do a little bit of a light box effect. For example, I'm gonna select the one we just copied, and I'm gonna hide everything selected. Now,
so we're gonna the right eye copy. We're gonna hide everything in there. Oh. Oh. Is there two people? I'm watching a YouTube video at the same time. I'm sorry. I'm trying to follow along. And I don't know what I did, but something got screwed up and now the people's like not in the right spot. We need to go way back. Ah! Oh god, how far back did I just go? Oh no. You know what? Redo. We're just gonna redo everything. Okay. Maybe it's because I had the jiggle. No. God, what have I done? I am... Oh god. The eye should be like... that big. Oh god, what did I do? I did soil it. All of my hard work. Are the jigglies still there? Yes, okay, so we're not too far cooked. Okay, so we're not too far cooked at this point. I'm gonna save. The eye's an okay size here. Mio, I haven't told you, Kuro, you know, and I finally launched the English version. Let's go! Oh, that's exciting. Okay, so now we're here. Oh. Okay. I think we're okay, chat. I think that just a little bit bigger. And just like stretch a wee bit, and then when it comes here, it completely and entirely disappears, right? I'm doing. Oh? Keeps a little bit of the shading? I am gonna undo that though. The mesh on. Dinky dink. Shh. That up. Leave like a little bit. Be happy to hear your panel still. Let's go. I'm so special sometimes. Sometimes I have my moments. Okay, so now that's all as Live2D gods intended. Okay. So now I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna select child objects. I'm gonna copy. And I'm gonna paste as right eye copy. That stays. Okay. And then I'm gonna click on the eye, reflect. Do I need to select it all again? Right click, reflect, okay. Eyeball X, reflect horizontally.
Now I can just see this eye, which is the original eye. I'm gonna go down to here and click on this.
So I'm gonna turn all of this off. And now I'm gonna click the camera button.
Camera button, snapshot. And it takes a snapshot of your current model. Now I'm gonna go back to the copied eye, turn everything on. And it's a little hard to see because mine is nearly perfect for its reflection. But if you move this, you can actually see the picture we just took under it. So this is really good for matching up all those pixels and stuff. Once you have your copied eye perfectly on top of the original eye, you can actually select all the child objects of the original eye and delete. And then we'll have two of these, so you can rename this to the other eye. And then if you go over to your keyframe for the eye open, now they both work. Oh, look, turn off snapshot by the second button down here. But now we can see both eyes. However, they both open at IL. But this is the other eye that we want to open on I.
Okay. So I think that's pretty alright. The problem is why? Because all of this is still on. It is. Whoa! Holy moly, chat! Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh, functioning eyes! Get a panel before he did. I literally had to borderline force him to add about the creator author. Aw. Modesty is a bitch.
IR. So select all of those child elements again. And go to the eye open. You can right click. And then you go to this little arrow. And you can
Whoa. We're gonna condense that. And now we're gonna grab all this and I think and delete it. So now if I open... I'm gonna probably do all of this again with like... with the other mod, like when I finish the art. I'm just trying to learn like the basics so I have an idea of what I'm doing. I'm still gonna have to go back and like watch the video again. Like I don't really like how the eyes like overlap really that far. I guess as anime it doesn't really matter, but... and like the shade, I don't really like the way that looks, but I can fix that with some other things. Yeah, for a first attempt, I think this is way better than the old model that I tried to do. I wonder if I can find it. I'm a little nervous to open something. I don't know if that's gonna be picked up or not. Probably not, because it's not the same window, but I'm not risking it.
click change. And this...
what are we doing?
L. But this is the other eye that we want to open on IR. So select all of those child elements again. And go to the eye open. You can right click. And then you go to this little arrow. And you can click change. And this will change the parameters on IL open. You right click. And then you go to this little arrow. And you can click change.
What?
And second button down here. But now we can see both eyes. However, they both open at IL. But this is the other eye that we want to open on IR. So select all of those child elements again. And go to the eye open. You can right click. And then you go to this little arrow. And you can click change. And this will change the parameters on IL open to whatever parameter you put it on. So we're going to put it to IR open instead. So that moves all of this that we selected, all their IL open parameters are now on the IR open parameters. And now I can make it open and close separately. And then the double check.
What? I don't have a change. Oh, no, I don't want to replicate. Oh. Yes, I do. What? Okay, so I want to select. Do I still have the quote-unquote copied one? Yes, so this all needs to be select child objects, delete. Now they both are just there. And now I can just do left eye. That being said, I think I'm gonna have to because it's like backwards. I'm gonna name it left eye. So now we officially have that. We're gonna click here, select child objects, change,
and you click change. And this will change the parameters on IL open to whatever parameter you put it on. So we're gonna put it to IR open instead. So that moves all of this that we selected, all their IL open parameters are now on the IR open parameters. And now I can make it open and close separately. And then the double check our eyeball XY. Remember, eyeball X is the one we didn't reflect, so it copies the same over. And it's working perfectly fine. You can also go back to modeling, play some random scene, see if the eyes work.
They work, but there's something's
busted. And then
busted.
we have our eyes done. And that's basically it for the eyes. You can put your hair back on if you'd like. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching through the tutorial. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the
I think
comments,
I accidentally
or maybe
undid
it'll be
something
answered in my other videos. My next tutorial will be about rigging everything else on the face. And
so, okay, if I... Now, this is a base that I grabbed. I do some art, but I'm not like... Oh, cat. Oh, I think the cat's telling me that it is bedtime. I do illustrate and do art and stuff like that, but I'm not happy with it. But if I'm gonna draw something that I'm gonna have to make as like my face, I'm trying to find a good like starting point because I'm learning this all myself. And this base was pre-cut and everything, so it's a good starting point, I feel. And when I get more comfortable in my art and with rigging, then excuse me, you have some work tonight. You're trying to tell me to go to bed. I think my kitty's trying to tell me to go to bed. Yeah. So I think I biffed something. We're gonna go here and we're gonna fix it real quick. That was not 0. This. We're gonna smoosh it back in the confines of the eye. Doesn't look so silly. And I look in that direction. Oh, what have I done? So redo. So the eye is looking there. add the parameters, and then... Oh, kitty. That's not okay. Push it back into the confines of the eye. Don't know how it got like all tucked out. It did. And that's okay. Please let the cat creature has left, but next time I see her I will go psst. What the hell happened? Much appreciated. I don't know what happened, but I can kind of fix it. I kind of understand a little bit more of what I'm doing than I did 3 hours ago. Fine there, it's fine there. Here. Okay. Oh, hey, creature cat. Creature cat. Psst. That's a little bit better. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna have to do this all again. I'm not even gonna be able to save this really as a template or anything, but I'll have to be a little more careful going forward because, like, I think I understand what's going on, but I don't understand how I screwed it up. So, like, why is it so oddly shaped? Why is it not round over here? Now it's a bit more round. So I guess now I select all child objects, Control C, Control V, or right, I copy, and then I click and I reflect, and I lied. I gotta select all child objects. I click, I reflect, this, slam it. So now both, okay. Both now work. Cat is rubbing into my mic. Oh, baby girl, come on. Would have been like, promise. We're gonna click this, change to I, open R. Now they move independently. Okay. Okay. Come on. Trim your nails. So if I go here and go to the physics and like... Oh my god. Give me like 5 minutes, cat, and I will go to bed. That's it. You're getting locked out until I'm done. Five minutes of not to wait. Hurting me too. But Okay, so I did 100% mess something up because yeah. I undo that. Pupils are a little smooshied weird. Okay, do I need to go here and add 3 parameters before I change? Do I need to do that for every? No. Select child objects, click, change. I don't see IR open. I am at my wit's end. Okay. So we have this. We have 2 eyes. Hey, 2 eyes. We're gonna select child objects and we're going to reflect this and all the eyes are doing the same thing. Be able to change to IR open, but why do I only have 2 parameters?
Close separately. And then to double check all of those child elements again, go to the eye open, you right click, and then you go to this little arrow and you click change. And this will change the parameters on IL open to whatever parameter you put it on. So we're gonna put it to IR open instead. So that moves all of this.
All of her, so you see how I have like these 2? Like over here? It's not giving me that 3rd one. Oh! Set parameter maximum 2. Because I didn't do this, now I will. I don't want to select. I just want to change. Why? Why is that not working? Maximum should be 2. Oh. There we go. Far from perfect, but we have something. I don't know if I'll like mess too much with the eye jigglies, like the shiny parts of the jigglies. They're definitely like moving and stuff as in. What? Bigger, I can't read. I smile, okay. Where did that go? I must have undid that. Yeah, I think I screwed it up. Somewhere. Oh, you guys can't see that. You guys can't see the physics window. I'm sorry. You guys are just watching me swing a cursor. I open. Where's IL open? IL open doesn't do anything. What the hell? It does here. Wait, that's IR still. Okay. Now they are independent. I think I accidentally undid the... Oh, wait, it's the cheek. That's right. I forgore. Well, there is still definitely some tweaking that needs to be done. But... for a first attempt, I think like it's not actually all that bad. Because I forgot to like hide the pupil originally, so that's like all screwed up. I think I understand a lot more. So next time that I go back and do this, I can still watch the video, but the video won't be complete sorcery. There'll be less sorcery. I think regardless though, I'm probably gonna start this base model over again. Maybe I'll like try it again tomorrow and see if I can make it better. Because like I'd like to basically turn this base model, while it's not like super detailed, into hold my metaphorical beer that I actually do not have right now. I think I would like to turn it into some kind of like base so I can apply it to other models going forward. So like all the basic stuff is done, and then all I have to do is like rig the new parts. You know what I mean? So like the head will always move, the eyes will always go, etc., etc. But that was I feel like I understand, and I also don't at the same time. I feel like I still need to do this with a video for sure, because if not, I'm not going to be able to do it. But we got something. Uh-oh. There we go, sorry. I turned my tablet off. We have a way better grip than we did before. So I'm excited to continue. I'm gonna go to bed for the night 'cause it's almost 3. But then I don't know if I wanna like, I don't know what order of events I want to do this. I don't know if I want to like finish the art and then take the art in and try to rig that, or if I want to like completely like rig the template and like really take my time and really make it look nice, or if I really just want to put the effort into the model when it's time. Those are the things that'll keep me up at night. But for now, I think I'm going to go use the little gamer's room and call it a night. Get some sleep, you know, chill out, and that'd be that. So on that note, I am off tomorrow, both from work and stream. Maybe I'll I'm turning off my alarm so it doesn't go off at 9:30 in the morning and I get very upset. Yeah. Maybe I'll be live tomorrow with some more shenanigans. I don't know. I got some cleaning to do. But I am very happy with what I've learned tonight. I wish I could like draw at the scale of my tablet in my bed. That would be so nice. Because I just lay in bed and draw for a bit, but no. This file exceeds this device's capabilities. AKA, your girl has to be confined to her desk to work on it. I'm thinking about getting an iPad Pro, but I don't know. We'll see. If I end up doing a lot more like Live2D models, maybe I'll invest in it. But for Meow, I think I will just forget about it. I can draw concepts and stuff from it, but I can't draw art start to finish on it. But okay, chat, I will talk to you when I talk to you, whether it be on Discord, on Twitter, whatever. I will see you then. Oh yeah, Sumio, thank you guys for everything. Have a good night. Bye-bye.